Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Construction Simulator 2 here on the PS4. So we have managed to recover our dozer from getting stuck down the hole, and we're now starting to push this dirt over to where we can actually start using it. I think part of the problem is because it's over at an angle where it shouldn't be. So if we can push this dirt in the right direction, we should then be able to shove it down that gap and actually form the ramp. That's kind of the general consensus at the moment. I'm going to try and extricate myself from this awkward position that I'm in. There we go. Ooh, it's a nasty lump of dirt that we seem to have got ourselves wedged on. There we go. Right, let's try pushing this dirt, making a nice smooth kind of ramp for us. We're getting there bit by bit. Getting closer and closer to moving this dirt out of the way, where we can actually start to sculpt it and slope it. Just got to be careful I don't drive over the edge again like I did last time. That was not very clever. Okay, so if we can work on this little bit here. Maybe widen the area that we've been working in. Oh yeah, that's so much smoother now, isn't it? Now they're actually starting to get the dirt in where it needs to be. And we're widening our ramp area as well, so we're going to find ourselves less and less likely to tip ourselves where we shouldn't be if we can keep this going. Definitely starting to take some shape in this area now. Drop the blade down a little bit more. Keep getting nudged off course, which is a little problematic. Oh, and there we go, task complete. That was apparently enough. So we need to leave this bit of site. Let's get the blade up. Back the dozer out of here. There we go. We have a completed ramp. Apparently. That's I can't actually see. Oh yeah, there we go. See, it's drawn us a nice smooth ramp. So we have more excavating to do. Let's move this out of the way. I'm going to leave this up here because I get the feeling we may still yet need this later on the job. So we park that just there. Can I jump into... there's our sod that's been delivered. Can I jump across into the excavator from here? No, I can't. I can jump into the Titan. And then from there, hopefully, I can jump into the excavator. There we go. That's one way of doing it. Admittedly, it's a slightly long-winded way of doing it, but it's a way of doing it. So, and we have to trundle this down the hill so we can start excavating just 3 miles an hour until we get up to a little bit of speed, and then we get to 6. And I've been checking the trophy list. We did actually get, when I was checking the globe, when I got the Globetrotter trophy, that was for finding all locations. I thought we still had 1 or 2 left to find, but we have found them all apparently now. I don't think this guy likes the fact that there's a bucket right over his head, or maybe it's the wheel loader that's blocking him. I'll just shove him. There we go, he's disappeared. We're going to end up running a red light. I've also been checking some of the other trophies as well, some of the hidden trophies. There is actually a trophy for running 2 sets of red lights in the space of 15 seconds. We're certainly not going to do it in this, but that is something that kind of encourages you to be a bit reckless with the traffic. And at some point I'll knock that one out as well. And there's a trophy, I think, for driving a total of, I think it's 25 kilometres in a tracked vehicle like this. So the more that we drive these, the more progress we make in terms of progress towards that trophy. There is also another speeding trophy, speeding fine trophy. You need to amass a total of $2,222 to get a speeding fine trophy as well. Not sure where we're up to yet, but we've made some good progress on that. I mean, I've been fined $500 a couple of times, so can't be too far away from that one. It's getting dark in here. Let's see. There we go. Those lights do actually help. Make our way down the ramp. It's just a shame these things are so slow and it takes a while to get up to 6 miles an hour. And then by the time you get up to 6 miles an hour, like that, you then have to kind of reposition yourself and start all over again. It's what it is, isn't it, really? So we're going to drive into the area a little bit so that we can make sure we can work comfortably on both sides of it. And then we can always back up a little bit more as we need to. So I think just there is going to be pretty good. Let's just extend the arm out and have a look. In terms of reach, I need to go forward a little bit more. There we go. So that should cover us. We are going to need the Titan, which of course I can't reach from here, so we'll jump into the dozer and then use that to jump into the Titan. There we go. Now we've got somewhere to load our soil into. Just going to nip in front of that car there. Make our way down the ramp. Get ourselves into position. This thing doesn't seem to want to turn very well down here. Maybe it just doesn't like being on the dirt. There we go. So we park that about there. That should be good. Let's get back into our excavator. And now we can start attacking this area here. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. Oops. There we go. I can't actually see where my cursor is. There it is. Okay, yeah, that works. Question is, can I see where I'm trying to excavate? Just about. There we go. So, a nice little period of digging to come. As we have more dirt that needs to be shifted. There we go. Let's get a slightly better camera angle so we can see what we're doing. There we go. And hopefully we can plough through this section nice and quickly. We do have maxed out earth moving skills, and I have got quite comfortable using the excavator controls as well. So it's one of my one of my preferred jobs is to just sit here and dig out dirt. It's a very simple little job. I've got reasonably good at it. I wouldn't say I've got brilliant at it, but I've got comfortable enough that you know, most times I don't tend to make a major meal of it anymore. Although there are occasions when I have made a little bit of a mess of things. I need to empty this out in a second, I think. One more bucket will do it. There we go. So let's get that emptied. Excellent. Another extra little bit of bonus cash for us there. Jobs like this, when we have a lot of excavating that needs to be done, we can make a small fortune just shoveling bits of dirt like this. Oh, it's got dark. Oh, it's getting light, I think. The spotlights just went off, so morning must be coming. There we go. I think we need to start working the opposite corner now. Just reach in there, look. Can't go quite far back enough, but we can certainly get the distance in terms of moving to the side. It won't be too long before we have to start repositioning our excavator so we can actually start working closer to where we are. And we're going to do the Museum of Interesting Things job after this. There is again, as I was checking out the trophy list, there's a trophy for doing the diner on its own, and then there's another trophy for doing the Philharmonic, which we've already done, the Museum of Interesting Things, which we'll be doing next, and then I forget which is the other job, but it's again one that we've already done. I think it's completing access to Northridge, which is obviously the first one we did when we moved up into this area. Had to open up that, repair that bridge to open up the highway. So the Philharmonic will be, the Museum of Interesting Things will be the last one we need to complete that particular trophy. And there you can see the sun coming up now. It'll start getting brighter in the pit again. And we're going to need to start thinking about moving the excavator in a minute. And certainly going to need to move the truck a little bit as well. We're getting right underneath the tracks now. Starting to get a little bit awkward. So let's do that now. Let's move the Titan. Let's pull it forward a little bit more. There we go. Get back in the excavator and move that out of the way a little bit. There we go. Go. We should be able to whiz through this section reasonably comfortably now. So we can just get that little bit that we missed there a second ago. again, there's no reason why we can't reposition our excavator another time when we need to. And I'm hoping that from this position we can actually get this job completed and we won't need to reposition again. There we go. More monthly expenses. We have made profit, but again we're paying a lot of extra cash that we don't really need to be paying. I do still need to have a look and see if we can actually shut down some of those opening areas that we're just not doing jobs in. It does seem a little bit unnecessary to be paying for depots in those areas. Yeah, making good progress over here. Almost done. Managed to miss the truck that time. Never mind. There we go. Oops. Dug in slightly wrong position there. Never mind. Oh, we've got the bucket slightly wedged. There we go. Will this last bucket here be enough? Not quite. That's one thing I have noticed as well as we've been progressing through on these jobs is that whereas we've been able to kind of avoid having to complete an entire pit, or at least we've only had to do small portions of pits in previous lower paid jobs, as we've moved up through the levels and we started getting these bigger and bigger contracts, the requirements for actually completing a stage seem to have got a little bit tougher, a little bit stricter, so you have to do a little bit more of the actual job itself than maybe we would have had to previously. Didn't really get anything on that one there. There we go, empty that one out again. And how are we looking actually? Where is the main areas? See, most of it's done. There's not a lot left. We reposition ourselves about here. Maybe this will help us clear this little section just here. Still spilling dirt everywhere. For some reason, it didn't want to come out of the bucket. And then it did, just randomly fall out the bucket. There we go, got to be getting close now. There we go. That's it. Oh! My God. This thing is just... Yeah, some of these jobs are now becoming a little bit mental. You can see what's happened to the side there. Side of the pit. It's getting all weird and wobbly. We need to clear out of here. Can we actually get back out? No, the ramp's gone. Our dozer is hovering in midair. And so is our truck, Titan. Okay, that's not very well thought out. Let's at least empty the trailer. There we go. Let's reset this onto the road. Let's get back into the dozer and reset that out of the pit. There we go. And we're going to need to just jump into the Titan. I don't think we're going to be able to reach it any other way. So let's reset this as well. There we go. So now we have some concreting to do. So we're going to need the pump. Okay, so let's start putting some stuff back into storage. Let's store the wheel loader. Let's store the dozer. I think we're done excavating now. Store the dozer. This, we're just going to reposition. Actually, no, we'll teleport this back to home base. We need to bring our concreting equipment out. I think it's... Does it need repairing? Is that why we stuck it into our vehicle haul? I honestly can't remember. Let's have a look. So we scroll through. Yeah, that needs a little bit of a repair, so we'll fix that. And we'll fix that as well. There we go. Now we can pull these out and move them over to where we need them. So let's retrieve from vehicle haul and find the pump. There it is. Retrieve that as well. We'll get on that one. Make our way over to where we need to be. Those lights aren't red. We can't get the 15-second trophy there. Never mind. Maybe we can get those two lights on the way back. Let's see. Where's the best place for us to park this going to be? I think it's going to be around the corner. We managed to run a red light in reverse that I didn't even know was there. We're getting very, very, very good at running red lights. In fact, actually, let's park up straight like that. And then we'll bring the cement truck around the back. Okay, so we need to go into function mode so we can extend the supports. There we go, vehicle stabilised. Let's pull the pump arm up. There we go. Extend that out. Good stuff. Right. We need the cement truck now, don't we? Ooh, one other thing. We'll do it when we get back there. I forgot to open up the rear flap on the pump. Alright, can we get 2 sets of lights in 15 seconds down here? That's 1 set. Oh, they've changed. So come on, we want these ones to change. I'm gonna wait for red lights, try and run these and then run the next set just a little bit further on. There we go. Let's get some speed up and hope it's enough. That's 1 set. Out of the way, out of the way. That's 2 sets. I didn't run the other lights. Ah. That's frustrating. Alright, well, we'll just have another try at that some other time. So, let's jump back into the pump for a second. I need to open up that rear section. There we go. Cover is open. And switch back into our mixer. Extend the chute. Spin that round a bit. He's going to get concreted if he's not careful. Can't actually see what I'm doing here. Yeah, there we go, that's close enough. So, let's fill the mixer, because it's empty, thanks to having had it reset. Start pouring. There we go. Move into the pump. Start pouring. And there we go, we've got nice, easy, controlled movements around here, hopefully, to get this area concreted. It gets this sudden burst of speed once we move the arm for more than a couple of seconds. I have to be careful, I have to try and remember to move this in small movements. Container is empty. Why are we not still... Has that run out? Must have. Yes, it did. Wow. I didn't realise that we were burning through the concrete that quickly. I suppose it should have made sense, really. Should have thought that one through. Getting a nice, good application of concrete in here. Nice, good coverage. Shouldn't take us too long to get this job finished. There we go, last section here. This will be nice and easy to complete, and there we go, job done. And we've hit level 19, King of the Construction Jungle. Fantastic stuff. Stage is complete. We've got to pour concrete into these very thin pipes. This could be very interesting. Let's zoom in. Actually, no, it's too far because I can't see where my target nodule's going to be now. That should do it. Oh, this is awkward. Okay, that one's done, I think. It wouldn't show me. I think that one's done. You can see the targeting reticule raising up as the concrete level inside fills. Oh, that one's done. There we go. That's that one done. So it looks as though we actually had to do these from left to right order. Wasn't particularly clear on that. That one's done. I'm wondering what that smear is over in the top right corner of the screen there. I'm guessing it's there for a reason. Maybe it's just a graphical bug. That's that one done. And that one. One last one to go. I should have the reach. I'd be disappointed if I don't. Okay, I need to stop pouring for a second so I can stretch that up and lower it down at the same time. Our truck looks a bit pink there in that light, doesn't it? Pink truck. There we go. Got our reticule lined up. Start the pour. And that's the last one of those done. Any more? Now we have some prefab walls. So these are obviously things that we couldn't collect earlier because they weren't just, you know, products that we needed to sell or to collect. Although we only went to the builders merchants last time, didn't we? Rather than to the steelworks, I think. So we'll reset. Let's go back into driving mode. Let's jump back into... Oh, cart while that's moving. There we go. Let's stop pouring. Oh no, we started again. Stop pouring. There we go. Close the chute extension. I'm not going to reset this because we may still need this. What I am going to do is, in my attempts to avoid crashing, I'm going to end up running over a couple of people. We're going to park that outside the bank there like that. We'll move the pump out the way as well. And then next time out, we will go get our prefab parts from the steel mill, get those delivered and loaded wherever they need to go with the crane. They're going to be big. If they're prefab walls, they're going to be pretty big, I think. So odds are we're going to need the really big low loader trailer. So we'll go collect those and bring them over here, and we'll do that next time out. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Construction Simulator 2 here on the PS4 very soon.